Example for priority scheduling, that is non-preemption. So here 5 processes are given, burst time is given, and priority levels also are given. So here I will consider 1 as the highest priority and 5 as the lowest priority. See how the Gantt chart has been drawn for this. So arrival time is not given, so you need to consider the whichever process is arriving at 0 arrival time. So which is the highest priority here? So 1 is the highest priority. So schedule P2. So P2 has been scheduled. Since it is non-preemption, allow it to complete its job. So its burst time is 1. Okay. Next one is P5 because it is the second highest priority. So P5 will be scheduled. 1 plus 5, it is 6. Next one is P1. So P1 has been written here. 6 plus 10, it is 16. Next one is P3. So P3 is 16 plus 2, it is 18. And finally P4 over here, 18 plus 1, it is 19. And this is how you calculate your waiting time based on the Gantt chart. Since the arrival time is not given, it is very easily to calculate the waiting time by seeing the Gantt chart. So P1 it is 6, P2 it is 0, P3 it is 16, and P4 it is 18, P5 it is 1. So find out the average of the waiting time. It is 8.2 millisecond. And turnaround time, how do you calculate your turnaround time? Waiting time plus the burst time. Okay. So what is the waiting time? 6 plus your burst time is 10, 16. So 0 plus 1, 1, 16 plus 2, 18, 18 plus 1, 19, 1 plus 5, 16, and your average turnaround time is 12 millisecond. Okay. Now let us take one more example where arrival time has been given. You have 5 process, arrival time, burst time, and priority. So here higher number represent higher priority. That means what? Here I am giving priority to the 5 number because it is the highest number, priority is given to it. Now since 0 P1 has already arrived over here, you have to schedule this even if the priority is lesser than the other processor. So at 0 P1 has arrived and it has completed its job. So 0 to 4 millisecond. Okay. Then after 4 millisecond, that is P1 has completed its job, see the priority. So as it is told, higher number represent higher. So these two should be scheduled. So if there is a tie, you need to go according to first come first serve. So P4 I will schedule 4 plus what is your burst time? 5. 4 plus 5, 9. And then P5 will be scheduled because both are same. So 9 plus 2, it is 11. Next priority level is which one? It is 4. Okay. So P3 will be scheduled. So you have written P3 here. So its burst time is 1. 11 plus 1, 12. And finally P2 over here. So you can see here P2 is 3 it is, and your burst time is 3, 12 plus 3, and already P1 has been done here itself. So since arrival time is given, you can calculate in this way. Turnaround time is calculated by completion time minus arrival time. So what is the completion time for P1? It is you can see here 4. 4 minus arrival time, it is 4. P2 it is 15. 15 minus 1 arrival time. P3 12 minus 2. P4 where is P4? 9 minus 3. This is all arrival time. P5 11 minus 4. So you have got 7. So finally calculate the turnaround time. And waiting time can also be calculated as a turnaround time minus burst time. So either in you can use this formulas or the previous one what I have done. Any one can be used. So how do you calculate the waiting time? Turnaround time, whatever the turnaround time you have calculated minus the original burst time. So 4 minus 4, it is 0. 14 for P2, 14 minus 3, it is 11. For P3, 10 minus 1, it is 9. For P4, 6 minus 5, it is 1. And for P5, 7 minus 2, it is 5. So find out the average waiting time. It is 5.2 milliseconds.